Hello BookTube, welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth and this is going to be a review of the Half Upon a Time Trilogy by James Riley. Now this is not going to be a really long video. I read these books in February. I did a buddy read with Akoss from Akoss and I will link her channel down below. This is a middle grade series and it is very fairy tale-esque. It's not a fairy tale retelling, but it is a mashup of lots and lots of fairy tale characters. Really, now that I've been watching Once Upon a Time, I would say that this is kind of a middle grade version of Once Upon a Time, but a completely different story, different storyline, different characters, but it kind of has that feel. Part of this is in the fairy tale land and a part of it is in the real world. One of the characters has been living in the real world and now she finds herself in fairy tale land. And the main character is Jack. He is the son of Jack and the Beanstalk. The female lead is May. In the first book, Jack believes that May is the granddaughter of Snow White, and she has been living with her grandmother in the real world and has been kind of snatched from the real world and gone through a portal into fairy tale land. And I'm calling it fairy tale land. That's not really what it's called. It doesn't really have a name in the book. But her grandmother has disappeared too. So Jack goes on a quest to help May and help rescue her grandmother, Snow White. And so it goes from there. Now, there's a lot of twists and turns and a lot of surprises. So don't think that that is the only story, because it just gets crazy. And each book there's a new adventure, but it all ties into this one big plot and one big story. But there's so many twists and turns, it's really hard to keep up with who the good guys are and who the bad guys are, because some people kind of switch loyalties and you're not really sure about anybody. But this Jack, I love the character of Jack. He's kind of an anti-hero. It's just funny. It's sarcastic. It's hilarious. I laughed, I chuckled. Now the first book was actually my least favorite. So if you read just the first book and you're thinking, well, I don't know, it was okay, but I don't really want to, go on, please just keep going, because the second book is hilarious. And then by that time you're really hooked and you've got to find out what happens. You've got to find out who May really is, and it's just great. So now the first book is called Half Upon a Time, and the second book is Twice Upon a Time, and the third book is Once Upon the End. It's just really cute. It's really fun. It's a middle grade series, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I recommended it to my husband, and he has read it. My daughter Katie is in the middle of the second book now. I definitely recommend these if you like fairy tale type stories and that are not necessarily a retelling of any one fairy tale. So I guess that's all I have for this video. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.